say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping on shit since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. 30K on my wrist for hard time.
What's up guys, today we're going to be editing some creative transitions and effects in Final Cut Pro. First up we have this day to night transition with the speed ramp and the boomerang effect. For this effect you're going to need to shoot the same shot twice, one at night and one during the daytime. Here's my original shot, but I didn't actually have a nighttime shot. So I used AI to create this nighttime shot, which has the same camera movement. It's not fully accurate, but for a quick effect like this, I think it works quite well. The AI website I used was Higgsfield. I'll leave a link to it in the description if you want to try it out. Once that video is done, we can drag it into Final Cut Pro and overlap it on our video clip. So now if I play that back, halfway through this video, it switches to the nighttime shot. Now to create that speed ramp boomerang effect, what we can do is select both of these, right click and add them into a compound clip. And now we need to add some speed ramps to change the speed of this video. So I'm going to move my playhead here and hold down Shift and press B to create this speed ramp here. Then also one near the end of the video, hold down Shift and press B. So then we can click and drag this middle portion to speed it up. I'm also going to slow down the beginning and end. This will create a smoother transition for the boomerang effect. And then these tabs, we can drag them out to smooth out the transition between the speed. I'm just going to trim the ends here. Now to create the boomerang effect, we just need to copy and paste this video clip. So if we hold down Option and click and drag the video clip over, then right click and add this into a compound clip. And then over here, select the speed wheel here and go to reverse clip. Now we get this boomerang effect. To make the boomerang effect quicker, we can trim these bits back and then join it up. And that will create a quicker transition between the speed. Let's copy and paste this video clip again and reverse this one. And then also speed this up and then copy and paste again and reverse this clip and speed it up again. So they gradually get quicker as it goes. So that is the boomerang effect. I also added a bit of rotation and shake effect. So to do that, I'm going to go to my titles tab, go to adjustment layer and add on an adjustment layer over this, and then go over to the effects tab and go to this shake preset pack. This doesn't come with Final Cut Pro, but I'll leave a link to it in the description. It's a plugin that you can download and add into Final Cut Pro. And I use the bounce effect onto this and then change the settings, vertical bounce down to 0 and horizontal bounce down to 0. And turn the rotational bounce up and then also the rotational bounce length. And that will add this sort of rotation effect, pendulum effect to the video. And then finally, we can add some motion blur to this. We go to the titles tab and go down to motion blur. I'll leave a link to this plugin in the description. It's a free plugin that you can download and you'll see it just adds some nice motion blur to the transition. Next up, we have this simple smooth speed ramp effect where the video clip speeds up and then slows down again. If you add some tilt on your video clips and then move the tilt to the other side whilst moving, you can create some really cool and unique transitions. So if you want to add some quick speed ramps, we can press R on the keyboard, select the part you want to speed up or slow down, and then go to this speed wheel here, and we can go to fast or slow. I'm going to go to fast times 8 is a really good starting point. Then we can select the next portion of the video, go to fast times 8, and then also at the end here, go to fast times 8. So now we've quickly added the speed ramps. Now let's press A on the keyboard to go back to the normal cursor. And we can click on these sliders and drag them out to create some smoother speed ramps. The next thing we need to do is select the video clip, go over to the parameters over here and go down to stabilization. For gimbal shots, I like to use the smooth cam, turn down the rotation smooth and also the scale smooth, and just use this one to smooth out the video clip. Finally, I'm going to add in some motion blur over the sped up parts and we can copy and paste this over. And this will add some nice motion blur to those sped up parts. So now if I play that back, we have this smooth speed ramping effect. Next up, we have this portal transition effect. And for this one, I'm going to use a transition plugin. I'll leave a link to it in the description. It's part of a new portal transition pack that I just released on my website. On this first video clip, I'm going to select the end of it, go over to the transitions tab over here and go to the portal transitions and then double click on a transition and then drag the second video clip underneath or join it to the transition. And if I play that back, we get this portal transition effect. I also added a speed ramp to the second video clip, so we get more of a zoom through effect. Moving on to this next transition, we have parts of the next shot falling down into shot. And I use these two shots because they have very similar motion. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut my video clip and drag it up above the first video clip so that we have like 1 to 2 seconds where the video clips overlap. Next, I'm going to go to the wand tool here and add the magnetic mask effect to this video clip. Select the part of the video clip you want to drop into the screen. Once it's selected, we can click Analyze up here, and that will track the mask to the video. Once the mask has tracked throughout the video clip, we can click Done up here. So now we should just be left with that part of the video clip. So now if we select it, we can go to the Transform tool and add keyframes so that it drops onto the screen. I actually have a preset plugin that allows you to do this. I'll leave a link to it in the description. What I'm going to do is split the video clip in the middle, select this edge and go down to the Reveal Transitions. And then we can use this drop in transition, double click on that. So that'll drop in that part of the video clip just like that. Drag this transition to the end and extend it to the end and make sure that it covers the beginning of the video clip. We can also change the settings on this smoke and move it over a bit. Next, what I did was just repeated the same process until I have a bunch of different parts of the video clip dropping onto the screen. I'm not going to repeat that process, so I'm just going to copy and paste this video clip, go up here and invert the mask, split the video clip, and then add on another transition. And on this one, I'm going to slightly offset the start and drag this one above. So now if I play this back, we get that second video clip dropping in from the top with that shake effect already added. Next up, we have this zoom through transition through the door on this video clip. The raw video clip of this pulls back from the door to reveal the wide shot of the hallway. And to create the transition through the door, the first thing I'm going to do is press B and then split the video clip around about here. And on this first part, let's go to the magnetic mask tool and select the door. Once it's selected, we can click Analyze up here. So once we have the door masked out like that, we can click Done. On this clip, let's go to the magnetic mask tool, click here and go to Invert Mask. Then let's go over here to the Transform tool, click the drop down menu and go to Crop. Then we can select Ken Burns and click this button here. We want the red box, the red end box around the full video clip. In the start box, we can make small, right click and make sure Ease In is selected, then click Done. So now it should zoom out from that mask. Then we can copy and paste this video clip by holding down Option, clicking and dragging up. On the bottom layer underneath, we go up here, click the Shape Mask tool and go to Invert Mask. So now we get the door back and we can go to the Crop tool over here and click on the start box and just move the start box off to the side. So now after the zoom out, the door should slide into shot. Now we can drag all of these clips up above our first video clip. Now we get this zoom out effect through the door onto the next shot. We can also add a zoom out to this video clip. So around about here, let's select the bottom video clip, press B to split it. And on the end portion, let's go to the crop tool, go to Ken Burns effect. Let's zoom out here and the end box, let's make nice and big. So we get like a zoom out effect and make sure Ease Out is selected. Click Done. Now that video clip in the background will zoom out with the transition. We can also add some motion blur over this to smooth out the transition. So we go, that is the zoom through transition. That's going to be it for part 1 of this video. In the next video, I'll be going through some more of those video effects and transitions. So subscribe if you want to check that out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one.
Safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up shit since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. 30K on my wrist.